On the line from Romania, I have a Helen Doron teacher called Alina Cosmoiu. How are you doing, Alina?
Hello and happy holidays to everybody. I'm fine. Thank you.
Okay, now, I saw a post on Facebook of you basically saying that thanking the Beatles because you learnt English through their songs and you've made a real video, half with a video from the Beatles all together now, and also with the children that you teach at Helen Doron. So
some of the children, yes, not all of them.
Yeah.
Some of them.
What gave you the idea to make that video?
I've had this idea for a long time. And before I started as a Helen Doron teacher, I also taught some children. Privately, I was tutoring. And I thought this was a great song to review colors, some of the letters, numbers. It's always a good song. Mm. So now I just wanted to use it with my children. And it was meant as a present for our master franchiser, Stefania Philip, because it's her birthday in a few days. And also I wanted to say thank you to the Beatles because they enriched my life, and to all my colleagues and the people who helped me. Because being a Helen Doron teacher is a wonderful experience, and I'm happy for it.
You didn't actually grow up with the Beatles. The Beatles were split up when you grew up, is that correct?
Well, actually, I'm 38 years old. I discovered the Beatles when I was in the 6th grade, I think. I was 12. And I just instantly fell in love. And then I started learning English. It was the same year I started learning English in school. So not very early like the kids nowadays do.
Yeah.
It was a good way to learn English with the Beatles music because their songs from 1963 when they started, they're quite simple. So you can learn a lot. And then they get complicated.
That's right. Everywhere I go on my road shows to different learning centres, different countries, I'm always amazed. I always ask the students, what music do you like? And a lot of them say the Beatles. And, you know, these are 10 to 15-year-old students, and they still like the Beatles. I think the Beatles in 100 years' time, they will still be as popular as they are now.
I think so, and I'm not amazed by it. It's something normal from my point of view because their music is so great.
It is great. So let's go back. How long have you been a teacher in Helen Doron?
Not very long. Only I've been teaching for a year and a few months.
And how did you hear about Helen Doron?
Well, I'm also a TV producer. I have a children's TV show. And I was filming, and this is how I learned about it. Actually, I had to film 5 minutes with the Helen Doron Center in Constanța. And I was really amazed, and amazed is a good word because I'm still amazed every time I go to class. It's something that doesn't go away. It's really amazing to see the children so happy, to see they're so willing to learn, and actually to see them learning so fast. So I was amazed by then when I was just a reporter. And then when my son was born, I wanted to know how to teach him English. So this is how the idea started growing in my mind, how to be a Helen Doron teacher. Because I wanted mainly to be able to do that for my son.
How many hours a week do you teach?
Well, I only teach 3 days a week because I also have to take care of my TV show. So I'm not willing to give it up. I love both my jobs so much. So I think right now I'm teaching 10 hours a week.
Okay. Which groups do you teach? Which age groups?
Well, many age groups. I haven't tried the BBS or Gigi the Dragon, or It's a Baby Dragon, or the teens. Most of my children are from Fun with Floop and Jump with Joey.
Okay, and which is your favorite age group to teach?
I always like working with the little ones, but because this interview might be heard by some of my students, I will just have to say that I love all the classes and I love all the kids.
That's a great answer. You mentioned before that you're a TV producer as well. Tell me a little bit about the show that you produce. It's a children's show.
Well, it's a 1-hour show. It's a weekly show. I've been doing it for 15 years now, so I think I'm quite experienced. It's a children's TV show, which means my professional life is mainly around children, which is great because children are really amazing, and whatever they want to do, they put all their heart into it. And this goes for the children in my class or the children in my TV show. If they have to sing, well, they sing. And it's nice to see so much enthusiasm, which doesn't go away when the TV show is not on the screen. It is just coming with me every day. So practically I have a lot of energy from my children. And in the TV show, I try to go where the children are, like in kindergarten, dance clubs, learning centers, and not bring the children to the TV because, in my opinion, bringing them in a TV set is something artificial. The TV set doesn't belong to the childhood.
That's
so I
right.
try to go where the children feel comfortable, when they are the masters and we are the guests and they are the hosts. Mainly based on how the children see the reality, how they see the dancing, it's about their opinion.
You sent me a link to one of the shows. I didn't understand any of it because it was in Romania, but it looked very good. And the children who were taking part seemed to be having a lot of fun. And also the video that you made, the children, they were having a lot of fun.
At first I said, oh my God, I will bring a camera, although it was a very small camera. And they might be nervous about it. But the moment I told them, oh, we're going to be to a video and you're going to be online somewhere on the internet. And they were all, wow, we are artists. We're going to be in a video. So they really loved the idea from the very start. It was difficult a bit because we had to rehearse only during the breaks. Because in that 10 minutes break between the classes, because then during the breaks there are a lot of people on the hall. And that's why nobody can hear what we're doing inside. During the class, it's so quiet, so you can hear. And I wanted to keep it a secret from my colleagues and from my master franchiser, so I think it worked because they didn't seem to know until I showed them the video.
This is, you work in Constanța. Where is Constanța?
Oh, it's a beautiful city by the Black Sea coast.
Okay, so it's in the south of Romania?
Yes, southeast.
Where did you learn your English besides Beatles songs?
In school, and that's it.
Just from
I didn't have the chance to go to England or somewhere else, just in school, but I had good teachers in school and then at the University of Bucharest,
But in general, what's the difference between learning English in schools in Romania and learning English in Helen Doron in Romania?
Whoa, there are so many differences. First of all, in Helen Doron, it's not just this is the manual, you have to do this. No, it's everything is taught for the need of the children at a certain age. So the needs of the 5-year-olds are different than the needs of the 8-year-olds. So the course is adapted to their needs. It's about experience. We don't teach English. We let them experience the language. So if you go to a learning center, I think you will see teachers carrying boxes with water, one hot, one cold, to teach them hot and cold and to let them put the hands in the water. So it's about experiencing language, and I think it's great. And it's also about fun. And what's more important, in the teacher guide, it's specified that the teacher should have fun too. But you don't have fun. If something is wrong, you're not doing something right, and you need to relax and find the fun in it. And this is amazing for the children and the teacher.
Wow, that's great. Thank you very much, Alina Cosmoiu from Constanța in Romania, for talking to us.
Okay, thank you so much, and happy holidays.